Hello, everybody. Hello, Bridget McGowan here, and welcome to 5 Minutes with BMAC Talks. In this segment, you are going to know when you should use a microphone for a presentation and how to project your voice if you're in that unfortunate situation where no mic is available. I want you to think back to the last time you were listening to the radio in your car, and then your favorite song came on. What did you do? 9 times out of 10, you turned up that volume, didn't you? You may have even said, "That's my jam, turn that up." And that's what you want your audience to say. In a way, you want everyone to fall in love with what you are saying, and you want them to say, "Turn up the volume" on your message. But you do not want anyone to have to put forth any extra effort to actually hear what you say because your voice simply is not loud enough. A speaker should always use a microphone. Many people will share the sentiment that their voices carry, and that's great if you're at a football game or something like that. Terrific asset for cheering at a game, but it is not the most effective means or tool for the public speaking environment. Others have something of a fear of the microphone. They might cringe at the sound of their voice being broadcast through speakers, and they're wanting to stay as far away from a mic as possible. When you take to the stage, you should assume you have an important message because, well, you do. You have spent time researching it, crafting it, and refining it, and you should want everyone to hear you clearly and to clearly hear your message because it is an important one. Now, for a speaking engagement, so that everyone hears your voice at the same volume, no matter where they are seated in the audience, a microphone should be used if one is made available to you. And I recommend that you ask well in advance of your speaking engagement that one be provided for you. You should use a mic not only for the benefit of the audience, but also for the purpose of helping to protect and preserve your own voice. This is incredibly important if you are a professional speaker. And if you're not a professional speaker, in those instances where you may find yourself having to speak at length or speak repeatedly in a short amount of time, you want a microphone and you want everyone to hear you anyway. Venues that are accustomed to regularly hosting speaking events will likely have a lavalier mic or lapel mic to provide you, which are oftentimes preferred by most professional speakers because it keeps their hands free for gesturing as well as using a clicker to advance PowerPoint slides and the like. Some might even have those nifty little headsets that you see music artists use during live performances, but I digress. If no lavalier mic is available or if it is cost prohibitive, then ask for a handheld mic. Remember, no two mics are the same, no two voices are the same. What I want to recommend is that a good range is keeping the microphone about 5 to 6 inches from your mouth. That's a standard that just about anyone can assume. Keep in mind, mic volumes and room acoustics will be different. So the best way to determine how well you sound on a microphone in any one particular venue is to arrange to arrive at that venue at least an hour beforehand so that you can check your levels and then request that someone from audio visual be there to hang around a few minutes after you start your presentation just to see if your volume changes. A lot of times after you've done a mic check and then you go live for your presentation, you'll need adjustments because a lot of times you'll start speaking a little bit more loudly or a little bit more softly. And if no microphone is present, then here's a good way to project your voice so that everyone in the room can hear you. One of the coolest tips I found to help with voice projection is focusing on your passion and your personality. Think about the last time you discussed something that really excited you. What was your energy like? How would you describe your enthusiasm? Was it easy for you to be heard, literally and figuratively? When you place yourself in a position to discuss that which matters to you, it's easier for you to speak up and be heard. After you get down, get those two down, get down the passion, get down the personality, ensure you always stand straight, breathe in deeply, but not noticeably and audibly, and let the air do the work of carrying your sound as you speak. I've stressed the speaker should always use a microphone. However, there are instances where you do not have to use one. If the audience is made up of fewer than 15 people, I would say you can forego using a microphone. And if need be, you can direct people to please sit in a designated area, preferably close to the front of the room, so you don't have to worry about voice projection. However, if you know the crowd will be sizable, one that is too large for you to simply use your regular speaking voice and be heard without a mic, then you must insist the coordinator of the event provide you with a microphone. Hands down. It's for both your benefit and the audience's benefit. Your volume can naturally reduce over time. So without a mic, the audience's ability to hear you is diminished, causing people to tune out. Additionally, you do not want to have to strain your voice so as to be heard and possibly interfere with your concentration and the quality of your presentation. And in all honesty, the entire audience, particularly those in the back of the room, cannot hear you when you start to strain, nor is it pleasant for the audience to have to sit and listen to someone shout. Thanks for tuning in. Bridget McGowan of BMAC Talks. Be seen, be heard, be great.